and our clubhouse getting high. Super fuckers. Everybody wishes we would die. Super fuckers. Here we come like a bomb. Everybody fucking run and hide.
Hey, it's the Rebel Taxi Pizza Party podcast. I got the flu or whatever. I'm Pan Pizza. Who are you people?
I am also dying, and it's great.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Izzy.
No, go for it. It's all right. I'll introduce myself later.
That's right. Beg for forgiveness, you little slut. Anyway.
Okay, first of all, no, you don't. No, cutting that shit out.
Yeah,
you shut the fuck up. Hey guys, I'm Izzy, and I'm live and well. Only one not sick.
Look, I was cleaning out dust. Me and Nolan were cleaning out dust, not in the same room or anything. We're in separate countries, basically. But we were cleaning dust, and we both got sick at the same time, amazingly. Yeah, but that's me. Anyway, so we got a guest today. Who are you?
Hey guys, I'm Jonathan Rawlings, and I was sick, but I think it was because I was sleeping with my mouth open, and I just basically got a sore throat. So.
Oh no, Jonathan Rawlings, Rollins for soup, honk honk. Who the hell are you? You just came in here. Who are you? Who is this person? Nolan?
Sorry, I should have introduced myself.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What have you done that's so special?
You know, this and that. No, I'm a graphic designer right now, but I worked on the Shorts program in Cartoon Network on my own pitch, and I worked at Titmouse as an animator on Super Jail, China, Illinois, Motorcity, and I'm working on my own card game right now that's on Kickstarter called NECKBEARD. So,
lay neckbeard? What's that?
It's basically a game about saving waifus from the other swine that you're playing with.
What the fuck?
That's amazing.
If you're a chivalrous, gentle sir or milady who's interested in saving some beautiful waifus from the greasy hands of your rivals, then this is the game for you. And I mean, I developed this game over like almost a year, and I made drawings, the mechanics, everything else. And I basically posted some of the drawings like it was in a baby form, just like the drawings on Reddit. And I got in contact, Jason Anarchy, who made the game Drinking Quest and Pretending to Grow Up. He basically contacted me and he's like, yo, you should make a game out of this. And he wanted to publish it. So I was like, all right, that sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm. So is it available now or what is it?
The Kickstarter is up right now. And basically, I mean, we're already at 30% and I haven't even had it up for a week. So I'm really excited about it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So, but yeah, you're also an animator on all these other Titmouse shows. Well, it used to be, but
yeah.
How'd you get started on that?
Basically, my animation teacher, Marty Abraham, he got a bunch of my classmates and I like an intern job at Titmouse, like in our third year. And from there, I just kept working. And after maybe like 2 semesters and after I graduated, Titmouse hired me and I did a bunch of cleanup stuff. And then I became an animator and it was really awesome. So, and it like working with I worked with my friends basically the entire time. So it was really great.
Yeah, that's really cool to be an animator on a lot of these Adult Swim shows that a lot of people actually like, but you also did Motorcity, right?
Yeah, I was a cleanup artist assistant animator on Motorcity. That was insane. Like it was very well put together, and I was amazed by everything that was in that show. It was just it looks so awesome.
Was that show a lot harder to work on since that feels like it's on a whole nother level of production?
Yes, they had to like hire some people from like Disney and like. I just felt overwhelmed with it, and I definitely could not animate on that. Like I was just doing like the cleanup lines and everything, and because I was just right out of school, so I felt very overwhelmed, and that was a roller coaster, but it was worth it.
Did Motorcity have like its own plugin to have like a CG-ish like 3D head model thing?
No, that was actually part of. Those weren't 3D at all. Like they were actually hand drawn every single like section of the head, and they were all movable. The cars were 3D and CGI, but the heads were completely like turnaround heads, and someone basically drew every single part of the face and head, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah, essentially like there's a video online, I'll link to it below, but essentially like they would just show these two-dimensional heads of these characters rotating, and they have it drawn for every single angle, all rotated around. It's cray-cray.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
Yeah, and that was such an ambitious show that Disney just butt-fucked on camera. It's so sad. It's really sad. Yeah. But yeah, so what are your this game Neckbeard, like how do you play it exactly?
Oh, okay. So basically, there's two decks. There's a neckbeard deck and a waifu deck, and you have them side by side, and you basically reveal a waifu, and she has these requirements. They're different colors, like red, orange, green, blue, and purple, and each one of those stands for a requirement, which are like appearance, ego, skill, intellect, and sustenance. And basically, all the cards in the neckbeard deck have those cards in them, and so you use those cards. You play one card per turn, and whoever fulfills the waifu's requirements first saves the waifu.
God.
So like one requirement, like a skill, would be like speaking Japanese.
Mhm.
An intellect card is like studying the blade, and like at the bottom of the card they have like little quotes. Is like I don't need to teleport if you're already dead, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and also you have to watch out because you can give people responsibilities, and those are like the bad cards. So you basically give people responsibilities like eating vegetables or doing the laundry, or shaving, and that prevents them from playing their requirement cards towards the waifu. So it basically slows them down. But hold on here. If you have a white knight card, you can get rid of a responsibility completely by just putting it down a white knight card.
Jesus. Was this like something that you just came up with one night, or what was this?
Oh no, this took like 7 months to develop at least. I had like 5 different versions of this game, and I first started off with do you know the game Cuddle?
No.
It's like basically a card game where you use numbers, and each card represents something else. But anyways, I built off that at first, and then it turned into something completely different, and it took such a long time to do. But
Yeah.
I basically looked on Reddit, the Just Neckbeard Things subreddit, and that had a bunch of good material, and it seemed like a lot of people were into the. I consider this like a culture, and I just wanted to share that with people.
Mm-hmm.
So. I thought it was a little bit funny, so
Yeah.
but I don't want to make fun of anybody though. Like I don't want it to like put anyone down or anything. Like because like
This is my life, man.
because everybody has a little bit of neckbeard in them.
Oh.
I think so.
There's
I don't want to make that bold of a statement.
And it's an example of this.
There's probably some kid out there who's like, man, I'm never gonna grow a neck beard, and someone goes up to him saying, don't worry, Jimmy, you had a neck beard inside you the whole time.
Better get that out of you.
Uh-oh. I always wanted to like make a card game with my characters, but I'm like, crap, how do I make the rules? I don't know. This is hard. I give up. So yeah, I tried and failed.
You just gotta keep trying.
Well, I didn't try, so
I was gonna say that didn't sound like trying. That just sounded like
basically, like you see how complicated Yu-Gi-Oh is. I don't want that. Like, you need someone like, hey, here's a bunch of characters. I don't know what to do with them.
Just look at a simple card game like what's it called? Shit.
Shit the game classic.
Shit the game. No. Exploding Kittens.
Exploding Kittens.
Yeah.
You've never played Exploding Kittens?
I'm a cartoonist. I don't know traditional card games and such.
It's called tabletop, first of all.
Okay, that's the genre. Yeah.
You're excused. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. How do you play Exploding Kittens?
Basically, everybody has like I think 7 cards, and your whole point is to not draw an exploding kitten. And when you do draw an exploding kitten, you have to defuse it, and if you don't defuse it, you're out of the game.
What the fuck? Okay.
So, yeah.
I know Exploding Kittens is the more popular one, but I really like Kittens in a Blender.
What the fuck?
I don't know what that is.
You've never played? Okay, so Kittens in a Blender is where it's awesome. You actually use the box it comes in as part of the game. So you have one box that represents a blender, another box that represents a safety box, and the counter, the table, also counts. And so each round you can put down 3 cards, and the cards are either kittens of different colors. So you select one color, and all those kittens equals yours. And if your kitten goes into blender, it's negative points, and if you save it in the box, it's positive points. And so obviously the goal is to get more of your color in the box. And there's blend cards, stop blend cards, and then a couple other trickery cards like moving cats and move all cats to blenders, etc., etc.
I thought from the title, I thought this was a fake game, but I see I was wrong.
No, it's legitimately good. No,
You
that
got-
sounds pretty fun.
You got like two separate games, one called Exploding Kittens and one Kittens in a Blender. Like, are these rival games?
Kittens in the Blender was first, but Exploding Kittens was made by Cyanide and Happiness, or is it? The Oatmeal. It was by the Oatmeal, so it's automatically more popular.
Oh,
But with Kittens in the Blender, whenever we blame kittens, I love to go. Meow!
this is fucked up. God damn.
Did the cats die?
In your imagination, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sick weirdo. Hey, do you guys remember that one YouTube show called Will It Blend? That is the question.
Yes.
Those were the good days. That's like early YouTube where it was just like this CEO of some company that makes blenders and like this was his own viral marketing and it worked. And now Blend Tech makes a bunch of money and it's all thanks to making those stupid videos where they're like, hey, let's blend an iPhone or a bunch of glow sticks and it's really cool. That's the future.
Well, people do that stuff with like PS4, like whatever new thing comes out, and they just smash it in front of everybody online to get it. And I never understood that, because it kind of like crushes everybody's dreams.
YOLO man's like, look how rich I am, you know?
It's probably a combination of look how much I don't give a fuck. I could buy this expensive thing and destroy it, or it's also attention. It's the same reason why there's negative comments on YouTube. Everyone wants reactions out of people.
Yeah.
And it makes them feel a little bit more alive.
Yeah, it's better to get negative reaction than no reaction, you know? It's always good. That's why I always bring shame upon myself and my family. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't cut off your ponytail. That causes a lot of shame in neckbeard families.
Yes. My rat tail that I grew for 6 months.
There is a Titmouse question I want to ask you, John.
Sure.
Were you there when they made the Boobies video?
I just came out to LA and I saw that in a theater on Sunset Boulevard. I think it was for 5 Second Day or around then, but I wasn't at the studio per se. I was already when I moved to California, I wasn't at Titmouse anymore, but I definitely saw the video.
Okay. For those who haven't seen it, Titmouse and Rugburn, or they had like a alternate name for themselves. But on the internet, if you look on Vimeo or Newgrounds, there's a 1.5-minute video of a song called Boobies, and it's just a bunch of different animators animating tits.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. It's like, man, how much effort was put into this? I'll link it below.
Yeah, and so I wanted to know the story behind it. If it was just like one of those things where it's like, all right, studio, we're closing down for a day. You know, Disney can go do their own thing. We're gonna animate tits today.
It's like, well, Motorcity's canceled. Let's do this. We got nothing else to do.
Well, they do a thing called 5 Second Day. I don't know if you know about that, but they just basically don't do anything for that day except for everybody makes their own cartoon. Basically, you can team up with people in the studio, and you just for the entire day you can. It has to be at least 5 seconds, and it could be as long as I did one actually, but mine was like a minute long.
You kind of missed the mark on the 5-second
I
rule.
did. Yeah, I think I went too long.
Whoops.
Yeah, because I've heard so much really good. Like Titmouse is actually the studio. If I ever lived in California, was the one that I always aimed for. I have a couple of friends there. Colin, he does Lloyd the Rockin' Unicorn. Are you familiar with him?
I'm not sure about the show. I don't know about Nolan, but my friend Nigel works there. Nigel Clark.
Okay.
He's an animator, and I don't know what show he's on right now, but yeah, he usually is doing something over there, and it's usually good stuff. I think he did Nico and the Sword. That was on Amazon.
I saw that.
Yeah.
But no, like I've just heard a lot of really good things about how fun it is to work at, and obviously like the 5 Second Day just sounds like a blast, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. You just work on your own stuff at the studio, and you know it gets shown in front of a bunch of people in a theater, and people get invited there that are from the industry, and they get to see your work. So it's really good promotion for your stuff.
Yeah, Titmouse is not like any other animation studio. It feels a lot more ambitious and just, I don't know. I like how sometimes dirtier their animation is. Like it's more, there's a roughness to it, you know?
Yeah, there's definitely something about it that's way different. You know, the Black Dynamite show that they did? I love that kind of style. It's so awesome.
Wait, I just remembered there was this one Titmouse short, and it took place outside like a stadium during a concert and had all these crossovers of like South Park and Beavis and Butthead together. What was
That was Metallica. That was a Metallica. I think that was an intro to their show.
What's the deal? So that's what it was.
I just remember seeing it once. Like sometimes I would see just one thing, like they would show it to me once, and I'd be like, "All right, that's cool," and then I would never see or hear about it again.
Link to that below, but also just like, how did they get the license to get all these different characters? You know anything about the process for that one short?
That must have been probably through the production. Maybe the producers and stuff got in contact with everybody, or maybe Metallica like asked, South Park people and whoever else. But I know that Chris Pyronski, he worked on the Beavis and Butthead movie as the director for that really trippy part of the movie.
Yeah, the one that everyone thinks was Rob Zombie when it was actually him.
Yeah, so I think he probably has good contacts with a bunch of people that did MTV stuff, and he can probably get a bunch of people that, worked on that stuff. So
I guess so, because like it's kind of weird that they just got all these competing characters from different, corporations and like just put them together in this one short for some reason. But it was for a Metallica short, a Metallica intro for their concerts, I see. But you guys want to get into the topics, which is Samurai Jack?
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Samurai Jack. By the way, the next video is going to be Samurai Jack. But news.
This is CNN.
But news.
It's not news. You just said it's
Samurai
not news.
Jack. It's over. How was it for you all? Because I fucking loved it.
Gotta get back. Back to the past. Samurai Jack.
I had mixed feelings.
Get the fuck out.
Mixed to positive feelings on my part.
Everyone get the fuck off my podcast.
It was rushed.
nice.
No, shut up. It was...
I liked the idea of the ending, but I felt they needed the 13 episodes to make it better.
Oh, I don't know.
The last episode's super rushed.
Yeah, it's ridiculously rushed.
I feel satisfied. I feel like the middle episodes were rushed, a little more rushed, but the later episodes they worked better on.
Well, because you have the first 4 episodes or so where it's this really big build up to the sisters,
Yeah.
and they really take their time with it. And it's nice. It's perfect pacing, and then once they kill off the sisters, it starts getting kind of this weird pacing, and then at the very end it's like, oh shit, we only have one more episode left. Quick, throw this hour-long special into a half an hour.
Also we're gonna go into spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers for Samurai Jack, skip to
37 minutes, 40 seconds.
Yeah, I could see how this is all a problem.
Well, I love it's the Samurai Jack just in it. Let's talk about the finale. By the way, there's gonna be spoilers. Duh.
Well, I gotta tell people where to skip to,
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but I don't know. I admit there were some flaws with it in the middle, but overall, I am very satisfied with how it ended. It's kind of a tragic ending where it's well, you got what you wanted. You killed Aku, but at the price of all your friends that you met are gone. Everything you have, the thing that you trained for your entire life, that you fought for over 50 years, it's done. You're immortal. You're just gonna walk the earth, a wandering samurai, just like we know you, forever, alone.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Is he still immortal?
I think so. He went through Aku said sending Jack through the time portal made him immortal, and he doesn't age, so he went through the portal twice, so he's extra immortal this time.
Or maybe it cancels it out.
No, he's still immortal.
Okay, so I guess my bigger issue with the fact is that no matter what, if you go back to the past and you kill Aku in the past, that means all the characters, all 5 seasons that we've just watched, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Because it's gone.
Pretty much.
They don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And that what really makes it awful is you go back and watch it. There's so many times that Jack ignored a portal to save somebody when obviously, if he went to the portal at time, that person would be saved or doesn't exist anymore anyways.
Well, the problem with Samurai Jack is he wants to help people, and he's he can't just, leave someone hanging. When he went back for those monks,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he cares about other people. He's not a sociopath.
I think it's not that it doesn't matter because those experiences built Jack and made him who he is.
Yeah.
So, because I feel like the final scene with the ladybug, it's the ladybug represents growth and change. So when Jack echoed the ladybug again, like they did at the beginning of the season, it's just basically like saying that this was Jack's journey and that because of that. So it's not all for nothing. It's all completely a personal experience and it's Jack's own story. So it didn't matter at all. Not that it didn't matter at all. I'm really fucking tired. Okay.
Yeah, we're all sick. But like at the very end, when he's under the tree, like it's all gloomy and shadowy, and then like when he sees that ladybug, his spirit is lifted. Like suddenly, all the gloom that was in the air, all the fog, kind of clears up, and he sees a whole new environment. And I feel like half of Samurai Jack was about him just exploring environments, and that's what it is now. That's what he has left. Him just exploring and continuing to have other adventures. Because if you watch like the making of documentary, when it was first made, there was one storyboard artist who said, I don't know what happens to Jack ultimately. I just want to keep on having adventures, and I feel that's sort of what happened here. He's just going to continue having more adventures, and he's immortal, and he's going to go through time like a Highlander.
If he's immortal.
Yeah, I am assuming so.
They haven't said anything to the contrary, so it's safe to assume he's immortal.
Yeah, but you know what I love to have seen? Like him being immortal and like him just living through and eventually getting to the future, an alternate future, and seeing all his friends like the Scotsmen, but they're not fighting anymore. They're just living normal lives, you know?
That would have been great. I think it really just needs an epilogue.
Yeah, an epilogue.
Yeah, just to like, submit that, because if he is immortal and he's gonna live to that point anyways, we can just pretend that things lined up to the point to where the same people are born.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think that's what the ending is supposed to imply.
Yeah, so he's just gonna wait. Yeah, I feel like that's what this ending just needed. That was just him just waiting to see his other friends in normal timelines, but they probably don't exist anymore since the whole the timeline's completely screwed up, so everything's fucked.
Though it would be interesting if he's immortal. That means the Guardians ending, where like he's all like bearded and king-like, he could still he could be the king of the future.
Yeah. But they sort of talked about that in the comic. Essentially, what happens in these Samurai Jack comics is he gathers all his friends together and they go into battle, and they don't show him defeating Aku, but in the next panel, right after they charge into battle, it just cuts to Samurai Jack sitting in a throne, dressed like a king with his beard and everything. And it's implied that he just stayed there in the future and just continued to rule over the world, I guess.
I thought the comics weren't canonical, though.
Well, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's comics. It don't matter. Unless there's a movie based on the comic don't matter. Yeah, because in that one episode where he fought the blue guy at the very end, like the blue guy says, "You're not ready to enter this portal, Samurai," and it shows Samurai in a, all old with a beard and a crown, just like defeating everyone. A vision of the future that never happened in this series, in this 10-part miniseries. It didn't happen, so it's a little kind of weird.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are really hoping for Guardian to make some kind of return.
Yeah, but I think I partially want to believe that this isn't the final thing of Samurai Jack. Like he could still go on.
What would you guys give it like out of 10? How good would you say it was?
I admit there's flaws, but I give it 10 out of 10.
I admit there's flaws, and I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Get out.
I give it an 8.
That's better.
I think it's visually amazing. I really enjoyed the ride the entire time. Just seeing like what they did before and now what they're allowed to do with digital stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. I really enjoyed all of it. I think story and pacing could be a little bit stronger. I think because a lot of people want to jump into the argument that they only have 10 episodes, so pacing's going to be off. But it's like, if you only have 10 episodes, you agree to 10 episodes, then you write a story that fits that structure. However, I do want to reserve some of my argument right now, because I'm going to take some time and edit all 10 episodes into one movie.
Ooh.
And if you want, let me make a second YouTube account. We can unlist it so you can link it in the
no,
description.
they'll still capture it somehow.
Okay. But I think editing it and seeing what it's like as a full like one setting thing, because it's clearly one story.
Yeah.
You know, unlike previously where it was like the show was like episodic. So I want to reserve a lot of my judgment until I thing all at once.
Yeah. Because for one thing, people say that the whole Ashy and Jack thing's pacing was off, but like they just met each other and they already want to fuck. But first off, those two are virgins for life, so you know they're desperate. But and second, since we saw these episodes 1 week at a time, like it kind of made things feel longer than it really was. So it kind of helped that each episode was 1 week apart.
Okay,
That's a poor excuse, though. To be honest,
that's a really bad argument considering that.
I'll kill you.
Said no. Listen, you're like everyone thought it was too short, but if the episodes were drawn out, made it feel longer, then why would it feel too short?
What?
You're basically saying, yeah, it's bad as short, but we had it 1 week apart, so it's fine.
No, I mean, like, I don't know. Essentially, they got. I mean, like, after Jack wasted her sisters, like, they still were bonding over several episodes, and then eventually they fell in love, and then they fucked. You know. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't against Jack and Ashi getting together. I mean, I would have rather had them be a father-daughter type thing, but you know, if they have to fall in love, that's fine. Whatever.
I bet Ashi still calls Jack daddy.
Anyway, my beef is that their relationship was fairly platonic. Like that. I mean, obviously, for the first few episodes,
I agree.
and then and if they wanted to make it romantic, usually I'm all for subtlety. But if you're not gonna have them at least like blush at each other, like before that episode, then yeah. I do want to say this because it pisses me off. If Jack and Ashi were a same-sex couple, nobody would be complaining.
It's true.
Double standards and shove them up your ass.
What if Ashi lived and like when they're married and Ashi just says, Jack, you fucking killed my sisters. What the fuck, man?
during sex.
Look into my eyes. Why did you kill my sisters?
As they're fucking, and she says, "You killed my sisters." And Jack says, "Don't worry, we are going to make you new sisters."
Oh, okay. While we're on this train of thought, you know, Samurai Jack taught me one thing: you can't choose who your father is, but you can choose who your daddy is.
Fuck, damn. But I love that one scene where Aku says, "You are not my father." "Oh yes, I am." "No, you're not." "Yes, I am." And then, but that right afterwards, Ashi realizes she has Aku's powers, and you just see her do the ring thing where they get sent back in time, and just they get flung backwards in time, and Aku's just alone there, just like, oh fuck. I just love that scene. Just like I was just like, yes, boy, he gonna do it. He gonna do it. Yeah.
That's actually something else I wanted to talk about. The final fight with Aku back in the past. Mm-hmm. Why is that the most rushed, worst fight in the whole season?
Not right. He was already weak as shit. Like he was about to die.
Okay, sure, that's fair. But like, I don't know. The last fight of the series, I was expecting to be a little bit more grander.
Well, it's all his friends coming together, and that's what they usually do in these shows, where it's like we're all friends.
I don't give a shit.
We're all in this together.
Friendship prevails.
Jack versus the sisters, and that was like 7 episodes ago.
Yeah. It's like quality over quantity. Like every single final episode, like Teen Titans or Thundercats 2011, they always have to like bring everybody in.
2011 was canceled though.
Yeah. Shit. Well, their technical final episode that they made was them all gathering together and saying, "We are number one." Yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender had a great final. That had like a 2 hour.
You know what we need is like you know what we need is a character that just solves all their problems by talking. Just
That's
like
not exactly what happened,
Avatar
but
comes up to Fire Lord Uzu or whatever his name was, and like, "Hey man, that ain't cool." "You're right, that wasn't cool of me. I'm sorry." And
I never realized. You know, I care now.
It's like I guess
I didn't care before, but now I do.
Guess I was wrong. Sneak attack, and just fucking waste him right there. Fuck you, kid. It's like shit. Yeah, I was kind of hoping Jack would die. Fuck him.
I I also wish Ashi was more of a character and not a plot device.
How dare you?
He's not though. Okay, Spo's giving me a look.
Oh.
Eat a dick, Spo. I'm okay. People argue that Ashi is the born sexy yesterday trope, and she's just a plot device. But we see her grow and evolve and change as a character. She's a character arc, and while she is the daughter of Aku, and she eventually does get his powers and helps Jack get back to the past to defeat him. She is her own character. She has her own agency. Jack mostly was presenting the truth to her, and then she came to the conclusion herself, and she traveled around the world and saw all the hope that and all the inspiration that Jack spread throughout the world, and she eventually realized that she needed to help change things. And just because she was raised to be an assassin, and she became Jack's love interest. Oh, she's just a plot device. She's the born sex yesterday trope. Fuck off. Eat my dick.
I'd like to plot her device.
Okay, Pan's not allowed to discuss things. He just likes the character because she's hot.
How dare you? I appreciate who she was, you know?
There was a storyboard that was shown way back when this was first teased, and it showed this old guy with a beard and a hat, and then I think two of the sisters and Ashi.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what happened to that.
Yeah.
That's when people first saw Ashi. And everybody was saying, "Oh, it's Solana."
You gotta link that image because I want to see that because I'm curious what that is.
Hold on, let me go look for it.
We'll just wait out, cut this blank air out of the podcast.
You can continue. I'll just mute my mic.
Nah, we can wait.
So, like, I guess the thing about Ashi is that, like, you're right. She does grow. So technically, she is a character. You know, she has a character arc. I guess it's just like at a certain point when she falls in love with Jack, she just becomes a bunch of tropes. And I just want to see more from her, I guess.
Yeah. What do you want to see from her?
Like, I don't know what exactly I want. So
is he getting put to task for her blasphemous statements?
No, I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just unhappy.
I was first kind of like, that's how it ended, but I kind of appreciated how it ended. So, you know, I'm satisfied. Like, I was like how I thought it was gonna end. Like, since all the time portals have been destroyed, I had assumed Jack would be like, well, I can't go back to the past. I can't change my mistakes. So he keeps on going forth and, you know, inspiring other people to fight back and stuff. You know.
Yeah,
I like the idea of it too. Again, it's just rushed.
I know, yeah, but you know, well, I'm satisfied, you know. But I like what we got, you know. It's like you got what you wanted, samurai. Now your friends are fucking never born.
I tweeted this out earlier, and I think it kind of sums up my thoughts. Is that, like, I think it ends the most logically way possible. Like it but I don't know, emotionally it's satisfying to me because like a lot of the characters are gone. You know, they all don't exist anymore.
He knew what he'd get.
I think I would have really enjoyed a split timeline thing where, like, he ends up, like, because he's a character that lived in the future 50 years, like, at minimum, and so, like, he's got to feel like a fish out of water back in the past. You know, like, everything's so different. He's a different character, so he shouldn't really belong there anymore. So I would have loved an epilogue where he's like, kind of, you know, like, oh, I don't belong here anymore, and somehow he's able to, like, my work's not done, and he wants to go back to the future to help repair what was Aku in the previous timeline.
Well, the thing about Samurai Jack is he was always very traditional and stuff. He didn't, like, you know, he had to, like, I mean, in this series, like, he was using a motorcycle and guns. He, like, forgot who he was, so that's why he didn't use traditional weapons. But now, I don't know, never mind. Like, he was always, like, stuck in the past no matter what, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But now he's not, you know? Like, that is a proof, that is a, like, physical, like, proof of that he's changed.
Well, I mean, if anything, it will sort of be like, you know, if I were to, like, transport back to 1995 and be like, oh, snap, PlayStation 1's coming out. Like, oh, I can't wait to listen to this song on my iPod. Oh, okay. It's like that, you know?
However, you could argue that when he got the shave and went back to classic Jack design, when he got the sword back, he just reverted back to classic Jack. So he might have not changed anymore because magical gods looked at him.
Like changed emotionally.
Yeah, I mean, that might be like he just reset it mentally and everything else. He's now balanced and horny.
I don't know, something like that. Yeah, you know, that was a good episode. Yeah, so it's over. It's fucking over. Samurai Jack's fucking wasted.
I do have to admit, I've harped on it enough, but I do want to say some positive things. I really enjoyed Aku live streaming the original intro.
Yeah.
I do feel like they missed the opportunity to have that be the intro for that episode instead, because we got 2 intros this time, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, it's a rushed episode. That could have been 30 seconds. They could have developed something.
Yeah. You know, and they just spend a while just like saying, "Hey, here are all my little sister. I mean, my daughter's. What's his name? Scotsman. You know."
Yeah, I love that the Scotsman tried to hook up one of his daughters with Jack. I thought that was great.
Oh, god damn it. That's terrible. Jeez.
That was hilarious.
That's horrible. No. But yeah, this art you linked, I'll link it below for everyone. Maybe it's just concept art or just, well, I see the storyboard squares, so I don't know. Could be
that kind of looks like Jack, but it also doesn't.
No, that's definitely Jack, but I think what it is that scene where Jack is showing Ashi around the world, seeing what Aku does that's evil. It looks like a scene like that.
That's Pimp Jack.
Yeah. Pimp named Jack, yeah.
Pimp named Jack.
Hey, remember in that one flashback episode in the old series where Jack met some girl and I think they bonded over a cricket or whatever? Like, you know, she's probably an adult back there, so he'll probably like tap that ass now. He's got the time.
I was gonna say, isn't Ashi like the 3rd time Aku has cucked Jack?
Basic, I think 2nd, you know.
The comic had a storyline where Aku disguised himself as a girl and bonded with Jack, and he was like, "Pranked you, bro."
Damn it! What an asshole!
Clearly, Jack has a type.
I want Jack to. I want Aku to say, "Ah ha ha! Now I know what your dick looks like." Aku just like reveals all those dick pics to all over the world. It's like, look, everyone, it's his dick. It's squared. What an asshole! But is that all? Hey, Jon Rawls, you know, you got anything to say about Samurai Jack?
Are you reading the chat?
I mean, I basically saw the original one, and I saw like maybe 1 or 2 episodes of the season 5, but I never finished it. But I don't care that you guys spoiled the entire thing.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Yeah, it's no problem. I don't mind at all. I actually like getting spoiled things sometimes because then I know what's going to happen, and I mean, it's good to hear another perspective when like talking about something, because then I can just watch out for it and then form my own opinion on it afterwards, because it seems to be a good, I mean, you guys have been talking it up like it's the fucking like really awesome. So I mean, I can't wait to see the ending basically. And I don't know, I just thought that the first like 11 years ago, whatever, the original ones were amazing, and I got inspired from those basically because of the artwork and everything. So
I mean, like, I heard, like, when hearing spoilers, like, it kind of helps you anticipate what's going on. Like, you're on your edge of your seat thinking, like, oh, it's going to happen. Like, I heard some people say it's a better experience to have it spoiled, but I don't know. I mean,
no, I like hearing people's interpretations, too. Like, it might happen differently than what people say, so.
Yeah.
You know a show that was really fun to watch knowing the ending? Death Note.
Oh, I love Death Note.
What's the ending?
I found out like who wins out of the 2, and so like every episode felt like it was going further and further away from that ending. So I was like, how is it going to make it to like that? I was on my seat the entire time. Every episode, I'm like, how is it going to happen this way? It can't. He just blocked it.
That sounds interesting, actually. Yeah, I don't know how. I never watched Death Note, but that does sound pretty interesting to know the ending to that if it's so different from what's going on.
Well, because Death Note's a chess game more or less between two characters.
Yeah.
And so like each time they put a piece down, and so if you know the ending and it's going one direction instead of the other, it's almost more intense because you're like it's coming. He's got to flip it.
When you were in high school, were Death Notes banned in your schools?
We had enough weebs.
Like the actual books?
Yeah, someone got suspended from my school because they had a kind of thing, and that was not cool.
It kind of seemed like if you were a parent and you had no idea what this anime was and someone explained to you this book, you probably think it's some sort of Ouija board type stuff and be like, hell no, get that shit away from me.
I could see that.
Time to get a death nut, honk. But yeah, is that all for Samurai Jack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, that was a great ending. I'm satisfied. Although I would like to see a live-action movie by some like they always, before the reboot came about, there was always talks for like a live-action movie, a CG movie. Like I would want to see like some sort of live-action movie by some visual director, but I forget. It was some guy who directed The Fall and some other movies no one cares about. But yeah, he's a very visual director, and he was directed. And also Guillermo del Toro was, well, he says he's going to do a lot of things, but never does. But, I think Samurai Jack would be very good as a live-action movie.
Oh, speaking of stuff, one of my favorite little tidbits about Season 5 is that when Jack doesn't have his sword, he also loses his nipples.
Oh my god.
Because when he gets the sword, his skin goes back to yellow. Because when he doesn't have the sword, he has a Caucasian normal skin.
Whoa there.
Whoa. Shit. Backpedal here.
Yeah,
he
that's
has,
right.
The flesh crayon color, and when he has the sword, he goes into a more yellow tone. So and he gets nipples back. So it's really weird.
You know what's weird about seeing the old Jack style in this new series is his eyes and mouth have no outlines. You ever notice that?
Oh.
The white of his eyes just nearly blend to his yellow skin. So yeah, that's all for Samurai Jack, is it? So yeah, you guys want to get into the other news?
My nose got really runny all of a sudden, too. I don't know what happened. God, please take me from this mortal coil.
All right, so news. Did you guys see the trailer to the EMOJI movie?
My feelings are huge. Maybe I'm meant to have more than just one emotion. Where am I?
Candy Crush. Divine. Sweet. Tasty. Delicious.
Oh, I'm never eating another piece of candy ever again.
How was it?
It was a trailer.
I can't believe that they're still making that. I don't get it at all.
Look,
I would like to remind everyone that Genny Tartakovsky's Popeye and Lauren Voss Medusa was canceled for this.
Yep, thanks Sony Pictures. Just when Sony thought okay, after the Ghostbusters reboot, there's no way we can make a movie that's more hated before it's released than that, and here we are.
And then Sony Animation Pictures said, hold my beer.
Yeah, we need what we need to do is have an all-female emoji movie reboot.
Well, I think you said it best. I mean, they just want some form of reaction. It's a negative reaction, but they got a lot of people to give her negative reactions. So I think a lot of people are going to actually watch this, unfortunately.
Time to get trolled.
I think it's a combination of things. I think it's both a negative reaction, but also they're like, okay, what concept can we take and basically remake the Lego movie? Oh, emojis.
Okay, in The Simpsons, there was this one skit called DreamWorks' Cards. But it's seriously the same exact movie, just the whole I don't fit in with anyone, I'm special or something like that. We don't need to be put in cliques, we gotta be individuals or something, That's like the plot of every CG movie ever, essentially.
Yeah, this one's about the guy who has the meth face, and he apparently starts having different emotions, and he's afraid that whenever he gets sent to somebody else, there's in phone world, like with emojis, and then there's an outside phone world with actual people. And this guy, the main character, is afraid that he's gonna have something else besides the meh face and screw up his message. And apparently he does, and then gets banished.
This is so stupid. But when we were talking about the Emoji movie a couple of months back, like someone in the comments said, if the plot's about a meh emoji who can display more than one emotion, then he's the avatar of emojis.
He's the Neo.
The one emoji. Yeah, what's funny, in this trailer, they show, like, this is where all the emojis that don't get used end up, and one of them was an eggplant emoji, which is a goddamn lie, because I know a lot of people that use the eggplant emoji for various things. The movie takes place inside the cell phone of a teen boy, so, you know, he still hasn't discovered those feelings, so, you know, eventually. It feels like Inside Out, but with emojis.
It feels like Inside Out and Lego Movie, like, snuck off, had sex, and had a little affair, and then had a baby, and this is the bastard stepchild.
And Wreck-It Ralph, that too. He was there, bukkake and everyone. Yeah.
Okay, but let's not talk about this shitty movie and instead talk about the Captain Underpants movie.
Yay! We already talked about that. So what's there to say about Captain Underpants? Because it looks pretty good.
They released the theme song, which is done by Weird Al Yankovic.
It's not a bird and it's not a plane, and it's not an egg salad sandwich. It's the waistband warrior. Here is mighty battle cry. La la la. Hey, watch out, crime! It's wedgie power time. Na 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 na.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sad day when he dies.
I've listened to that theme song on repeat multiple times because I'm just that excited.
Yeah, I'm very impressed that Weird Al has managed to stay relevant for so many years, like even more than the people he's parodied.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw him actually. When I at lunch one day, I was in a pizza place and he just sat down, and I don't know, he had like a Philly cheesesteak sandwich or something like that, and then he just got up and left. I was like, all right, well, that's cool.
Was he sad and depressed?
Yeah, no, he was just sitting at a pizza place that like near my work, and he just got up. He did look a little sad, but then he left.
Oh no,
he was by himself.
Oh,
He went to a pizza place and he got a fucking Philly cheesesteak. Are you kidding
that's
me?
Weird Al. What do you expect?
It was called a panini. It's called Panini, the place. So it has a bunch of different stuff, like all Italian stuff. But I usually got pizza.
That's so sad. Like I imagine, like Weird Al Yankovic sitting on a bench, like that one Keanu Reeves sad image. Oh no.
Weird Al, please come on the podcast.
Yeah, he's too cool for this podcast. We can barely get any regular cartoon people, you know. Everyone's like,
yeah, you guys got me. That's not. You guys are
in general, like you're a rare occasion. We usually just get some jack off the internet, but you actually did things, so that's impressive for us, you know.
Okay.
We had the creator of Chowder.
Yeah, that's once, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Once, you know, every other time we get like, hey, I jacked off in a bucket. Can I be on the podcast? Essentially, we get those type of people.
We had the voice actor of Clarence.
Yeah, like 40 years ago, you know.
That was literally like last month.
Shush, yeah, I bet it was.
Is he sundowning?
I freaking message goddamn Jorge Gutierrez. Why won't he come back to me? Come on, be on my shitty ass podcast.
Stop fucking publicly whining for people to get on the podcast. That's probably the reason why they didn't come on.
Damn, okay, also maybe it's because I said some things about some of his characters that I wanted to bone, but anyway. Hey, Captain Underpants. Yeah.
This is why Nolan's our publicist?
Yeah, I guess so.
He's our PR.
For every hit I get a miss. So just like every other PR person. So
this is all my fault. Yeah.
Whoever edits this is basically the PR person.
I'm editing this. I do all the stuff, you know. Not all the stuff, some of the stuff, you know. Partial. A little bit.
But yeah, you can just cut out anything that you guys say that you don't want anyone to hear.
Yeah, kinda, you know.
Doesn't stop them. We still insult like everybody and then immediately ask them to be on the podcast.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, but hang on. So nothing to say about the Emoji movie? Like, are you guys gonna see it? Because I am, since I'm kind of obligated to see it.
Oh, why do you have to see it?
No, wait.
I don't know. It'd be funny.
Oh, look, he's gonna make me go.
Like we fucking hate on it, but we'll pay to see it.
I won't.
Yeah, I took Spo to see Ghost in the Shell, so I'm kind of obligated to let him take me to a shitty movie.
Yeah, but
what age range is this targeted to? Like
kids.
Yeah.
Kids on there who watch nothing but Peppa Pig getting Meet Elsa and Pregnant Spider-Man videos.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those through H3. Like, he makes fun of them all the time.
The character designs are fucking awful.
Hey, don't you diss my emo punk alternative girl emoji hacker.
I thought Sing's character designs were the bottom of the barrel, but nope. Sony Animation has to prove me wrong.
Wait, who was bottom of the barrel?
Sing from Illumination.
Sing, yeah. That was okay.
No, it's not. All the designs are, what if we had humans, but they had animal features? It's not stylized like Disney, like Zootopia is, where all the characters have really nice shapes and have really nice gestures and shit. Sing is literally just, let's take humans and give them animal features.
They look a little bit like Madagascar. I'm looking at the koala, and he looks almost like one of the Madagascar characters.
I am mad as a gas car.
He looks like a background Madagascar character.
They're not blocking up to be Madagascar. You know what they look like is that one other movie, The Wild by Disney, the one everyone thought was a Madagascar ripoff.
The Wild? Let me see what that is. Oh, I didn't even. Oh my god!
Remember that Disney's The Wild?
The fuck is that?
Okay, like they came out around the same time. Madagascar and Disney's The Wild, about like these lion and his other friends, like a giraffe and whatever, and they had to escape New York Zoo and they get back to the wild.
Look at that snake.
Yeah, it was trying to be realistic, and like Madagascar had more stylization to it, and Madagascar won in the end because nobody remembers the wild.
Does anybody remember Dinosaur?
Yeah,
I
sadly.
saw it in theaters.
I saw half of it in theaters.
Did you leave?
No, I actually got to the second half. My grandmother was blind and had an oxygen tank, and took her a lot longer. And by the time we got there, it was already like a half an hour to 45 minutes into the movie. But because of we took a cab because she couldn't drive. I was really young at the time. It was too much effort to go back home, so we just stayed and watched what was left of the movie.
How long ago did that come out? That was an old ass movie.
That was
2000.
2000, the turn of the set millennia.
Dude, that guy's got like Will Smith teeth, the dinosaur.
I mean, the dinosaurs were CG and the environments were just real environments videotaped.
I think some of them were CG, maybe.
Oh, it definitely looks CG.
Dinosaur, no one gives a shit about Dinosaur.
What about the good dinosaur?
Exactly.
Nobody gives a shit about
Nobody saw the good dinosaur.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it either, but
More like the forgotten dinosaur.
oh, got him.
It's a good one to forget.
Pixar is fucking dead in the water, like bankrupt, like shit. That movie fucked them up. Yeah, it's like they ain't never recovering from that ever.
Well, you guys might want to see this movie, which was in the recommendations. Hold on. When I looked for the dinosaur, it says Ganjasaurus.
Ganjasaurus? What the fuck is this?
I don't know. It was in Google Images next to like the good dinosaur.
The good Kush dinosaur.
Created by nature, angered by man, fueled by forbidden herbs.
Behold, massive destruction.
See the birth of a monster.
A dinosaur now legal in California. But you guys want to get into the next bit of news? But hey, hey, you guys see Cartoon Network's new Mexican show? It's a series of shorts for Mexican Cartoon Network's website or whatever. It's called Villanous. And it's all the hit on Tumblr because everyone's like, yeah, I want to bone the top hat guy and the scene girl who looks like my little sister, Emily.
I want to fuck the bear voiced by Markiplier.
The bear? Oh, is in the English version. I don't know if Markiplier speaks Spanish.
Markiplier.
Oh, is there an English version yet?
I don't think it's out yet because I just find like subtitled versions. So there's this, yeah, I'll link it below, but it's just subtitled versions of, yeah, I don't know. God help me. Oh, God.
All I know is that the person who started the Officer and Mr. Truffles Kickstarter is working on it.
And there's already a call-out post?
Yes.
Uh-oh, yeah, because a while back, there was this one Kickstarter for this thing called Miss Officer and Mr. Truffles, and it was about an officer and a bear, and it was based on an image on Tumblr of just this officer lady finding a bear standing on its legs, and it's like a baby bear, and someone thought, hey, let's make a cartoon about it, and let's kickstart it. And the Kickstarter was a failure. There was a bunch of terrible things going on behind the scenes. They were like, hey, use this torrent to download Adobe Flash. Well, you know, it was just like all this shady stuff going on behind the scenes. Like nobody knew what they were doing, and it was a complete disaster, and everyone's ashamed. But now everyone's calling out this thing Villainous because it has that. But, you know, it's like, oh, there's other people working on this show. They didn't create it or anything. They're just a small part of a bigger thing.
It looks like Invaders, like the guy who did Invader Zim made it. Like,
Shonen
it looks like
Meskins, sort of,
like,
I
it looks
guess.
like the style.
People look at my art style and say, hey, this looks like Invader Zim. And I'm like, shut up.
Apparently it's only a 10-episode miniseries.
Well, it's a series of shorts online, so I'm sure they'll make more. But I think there's only like 5 for now. I'm not sure. They're each a minute long.
Yeah, I think Cartoon Network has been doing the thing where they just make 10 episodes, like a mini series, just to see how it does. And then once, you know, they see the ratings and stuff, that they just like say, oh, hey, well, this did well, so let's make it a show. Let's give it 23 episodes.
What's weird is, like, it seems like 10 episodes is the new 13 episodes, because I keep hearing news like Gorillaz is getting a TV show. It's 10 episodes long. Deadpool is getting a TV show on FXX. That's other news. It's 10 episodes long. Like, all these things are getting 10 episode things.
They don't want to commit to it because, like, it might be bad. Like, if it's like a new IP or something like that, they have no idea how it's gonna do.
Yeah, it really does feel like, because like at one point I feel like most cartoons got 52 episodes, then it was 26, then it was 13, now it's 10.
Yeah. Like back then in the early days, the 90s, like the 52 episode rule, like Disney, like people a lot of credit Disney for the 52 episode rule, because this was back when like there was hardly any DVD box sets or streaming or any way to watch a TV show besides just watching it on TV. And the reason for 52 episodes, like, if they had 52 episodes, they can play them once a week, over and over, and, you know, once a week, 52 weeks in a year. So, you know, that keeps the lineup fresh, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's the syndication happy number.
Yeah, syndication.
And then over time, it became 26, because it's obviously half, and then 13. So it kept halving, and you can't really go half of 13. So 10 it is.
Yeah, doesn't it syndicate after like 100 episodes anyways?
Well, a network can like sell their show at any point for syndication, but 100 episodes is where the happy point is.
Well, actually, 52 is the happy point.
Well, no. Well, what I'm saying is, like, for example, Community, one of my favorite sitcoms, we really wanted to keep getting renewed because they wanted the 100 episodes. After 100 episodes, it becomes really easy to syndicate a show. 52 is the bare minimum. Yeah, that's a happy number, but like 100, it's like really like, oh, you're definitely going to sell it. And then when the Community syndicated at season 3, that really hurt the chances of the show continually getting renewed. Because at that point, they're now making more money by just letting other channels do reruns than creating new episodes.
Yeah, that's kind of like the weird thing about syndication. Like, the more episodes there are, the more likely they want to cancel it, I guess. Or, I don't know. But basically, like, hey, it costs less money to just cancel it and just let people run it again and again. Dicks.
Like, remember the Charlie Sheen thing where, like, got kicked off for 2.5 Men?
Oh, yeah.
There was literally talks, like, until they got Ashton Kutcher on. They were literally they were talking about like not renewing it because they make so much money off the re-airs.
I remember Ashton Kutcher and when he was cool.
And then people wanted it to continue, and they said, hey, we're going to continue it. And the fans were like, great. And then they did the series finale where the creator just fucked everyone over and gave them the middle finger.
Yeah, they basically put Charlie Sheen in a coffin and said, yep, he died. Fuck it.
That was the finale?
Oh, that's the first of the new season, yeah. What happened in the finale?
I don't know. I didn't watch that far.
The finale, Charlie Sheen, they like tease Charlie Sheen about to walk up to the door and knock on it, and then a piano falls on him, and then the creator turns to the door and says "winning," and then a piano falls on him. I think.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, I remember this. Good God.
Hold on.
That sounds awful. Why would they do that?
Just fuck you, Charlie Sheen, basically.
I still think he's kind of funny, but he got out of control at a certain point doing his own comedy shows and shit. That was out of control.
He was very popular a couple of years ago. He was the Russell Brand of his time, you know.
And he did a Comedy Central roast too.
He's no longer a meme.
Who would Russell Brand be considered now?
Nobody.
Is he still doing movies? I haven't seen him in anything in a while.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know. I guess he's hiding.
Yeah.
Who's hiding right now? Who's a celebrity?
I haven't seen Mike Myers in a while. I think he's dead, possibly.
It's true.
Yeah, after Shrek, everyone who was in Shrek just fucking vanished. Like, have you seen, what's his name, Eddie Murphy? I haven't.
I was about to say that, yeah.
Where the fuck did he go?
I think they're making a new Shrek, so...
Yeah, they say that, but when are they gonna really do it, you know? I don't know.
They've already made, like, multiple spinoffs. It's not that hard.
They're waiting on something. I don't know what's gonna happen, but they're just waiting on it.
They're waiting on Puss in Boots to pass away, and then they do a just about his boots. It's gonna just be about Puss in Boots' boots.
Apparently, it's going to be released in 2019 or 2020. The script's already done, and the story's being written by the Austin Powers writer.
Can't wait for them to bomb this Puss in Boots.
Also, I linked the 2.5 Men ending.
Yay. But you guys want to get into some Sonic news?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy, I sure do love Sonic.
Sega presents one champion of good, one pawn of evil. It's Sonic and Knuckles. Not only is it the greatest Sonic game ever, it also comes with lock-on technology. Plug in Sonic 2 and use Knuckles to play in a whole new way.
Sonic the Hedgehog, the new video game Sonic Forces, has announced that they're going to allow you to create your own Sonic character!
And you want to know the best part?
Huh.
What?
One of the species is a bear.
Uh-oh.
Have there been any bear characters? I mean, Big.
No,
I don't know what the hell
in
Big is. What the
There
hell
was a
is he?
polar bear in Sonic Fighters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Bark.
Yeah, those characters nobody cares about.
Everyone loves them. I mean...
Yeah, ooh, so many classic characters like Bark and Beat the Green Bird or whatever his name was. Bean? Bean, yeah. I'll bean him a good one.
Can you be a Chow?
Fang?
I don't think he could be a Chow because that'd be abuse. You know, I was thinking, speaking of abuse, I was thinking of this idea like a Smash Brothers fighting game of Nickelodeon, although you could never have the Rugrats in there because that'd be kind of fucked up to beat up a child, you know, a baby, you know. Anyway, hey,
Tommy Pickles coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, just like fucking waste him in the face, you know, like Ong just like blows him off the fucking cliff or whatever. No, Ong just gives him like the drinks on the bottom of the sink, you know, and just gives him that.
Jumping back to the actual topic at hand, there's 8 different species you can choose, and fox and echidnas are both not an option.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
everybody wants to play as Knuckles.
Echidna, you fucking idiot.
All right, yeah, I guess so. Well, why not foxes then?
Fucking Sonic lore.
Where's the fox?
Okay, first of all, they've had plenty of echidnas, and in the RPG that no one likes, they brought the echidnas back.
Not canon. And it was sued by fucking Ken Penders, who's an idiot, thinks that every echidna OC he's ever made is his own character.
Ruh-roh.
And now he's going to make a shitty comic book that's awful. I hate Ken Penders. Ken Penders, if you're listening to this, fuck yourself.
You know, every so often I would go to Comic-Con and I would see like a booth that has Ken Penders there, and he always looks very sad in the artist alley, and I'm too afraid to go up to him. You know, I just walk past him and I don't look directly at him. You know, he just looks very sad there. But you want to explain who Ken Penders is for the uninitiated?
So Ken Penders has done a lot of work for the comic industry, and about 99% of it is fucking garbage. Statistically speaking, he had to make something good once. I don't know what it is, but, you know, when in Rome. Anyway, Ken Penders is most notable for his run on Sonic the Hedgehog from around the very early issues to, I think, around issue 160s or so. Because then Ian Flynn took over, and he was like, "God damn it, I got to clean up all this shit now." Because Penders continuity into a black hole of I can't think. Anyway, so point being, he made a
Knuckles OC. Yeah,
he made a bunch of echidna characters who were basically Knuckles recolors. That's all they were, and that's all they'll ever be. But eventually, sometime after the book was finished, Archie began republishing the Sonic comics into archive books, so people who wanted to read the old books could. And Penders was saying, "Oh no," and he had ideas to start his own comic book series with those characters. So he and Archie got into a legal battle, and Pender, the outcome was not 100% Pender's fault. Archie did not keep the contracts they made that said, "Oh, Pender's any character that is made for the comic belongs to Archie and Sega." So Pender's got lucky and won, and anytime Archie wants to use his characters, they have to ask him first. So they basically said "fuck you," and they retconned every character he ever made.
Didn't they have like the copies of the contracts he made, but they did not have the original copies, which does not hold up in court?
I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm giving a very, very conjectury Cliff Notes version of what happened. There was a huge legal proceeding, and I remember the judge saying, "This is a fucking mess." Even the judge was completely 110% over this bullshit.
Long story short, the guy took all his characters. They're no longer part of the Sonic franchise, and he's now a really shitty comic with creepy, uncanny valley CG models. It's awful.
So, that would be annoying, but it's not enough to piss him. But the way he's very arrogant and very, very pompous. He acts like he's still he's still buddy and he wants the best for the current Archie Sonic crew, even though he's essentially like he's essentially gotten the comic canceled and made them lose their jobs. But he's still like, "Oh, I'm still supportive. I wish the best for them. This isn't my fault." And in regards to fan art, somebody sent him fan art and he says, "Oh, for future reference, can you please put copyright Ken Penders on your fan art?"
Oh, God.
Just so you know he made the characters.
This is ridiculous.
In general,
this image.
And he's also been helping other Sonic comic contributors sue Archie.
Wait, what?
Fulop, who started suing Archie, and Ken has been helping him out.
Okay. Doesn't he like buy the license to random Sonic OCs or something?
Who?
Like, doesn't he go up to like people on DeviantArt who have Sonic OCs and say, "Hey, can I buy that from you?"
I have no idea. I'm not gonna confirm or deny that. I have no idea.
That's a really random.
Okay, that's what I've heard. But
I do know that Ken Penders did foot fetish art, and when somebody called him out on it, he said, "Actually, this is commentary on the Trump administration." Something along those lines.
Nice one, Tarantino. Yeah, look, I mean, that's a pretty cool thing, like, to create your own Sonic OCs, but Ken Penders is pretty cray-cray. But this CG Knuckles ripoff, like, is it like a comic? What's this thing? I'm gonna link it below because it's fucking terrifying is what it is.
It should be the image in the corner.
Oh, God, no, I don't want to look at that. No, fuck no.
Lara Sue Chronicles. And the funny thing is, Lara Sue in the comics is Knuckles' daughter.
Uh-oh. She's more developed.
He has to make a Knuckles in order for a stupid story to work.
He has a family? Knuckles has a family? What?
In the comics, he does.
Oh, my God.
No, and the best part is, they're not echidnas anymore. They're aliens called echidnias.
Oh.
And what's this girl in the pink that I put up? I saw that you sent like the CGI ones of her, I think, but like, what the hell is that?
That is Julie Sue. That is Knuckles' girlfriend.
I thought it was his daughter.
No, Julie Sue is his wife in the future, and Lara Sue is their daughter. And the echidna on the right of that Knuckles, the echidna comic, is Lock Knuckles' dad.
Wow.
Very wise looking.
Yeah. So Ken Penders.
Please notice that every Knuckles character that's related to Knuckles just is essentially Knuckles.
Yeah, pretty much with a different wig or whatever, slightly different hairstyle.
But what did you guys? Okay, so the game that's coming out, like, what did you guys like most about it besides like being able to customize your own character? Was there anything new in the game that was in the video?
That's really all they advertised right now.
They showed a minute, I think 40-second minute long gameplay of the new character, and he uses gadgets to get around, or she. And it doesn't look at. I just hope they keep the speed orientation in there. I'm just hoping this game is good, because they released the first level of Classic Sonic and it's Green Hill Zone again, and it doesn't look nearly as fun as the Generations one did, to be honest. But I'm reserving judgment until, because
it doesn't matter. The game's gonna be a success anyways. Every person who's ever made a Sonic can now make their character and play as them.
What was the game that they made with they had like developers that weren't part of like their program the Sonic team, and
Sonic Mania.
yeah, like they hired people to make like fan people to make their own game, Sonic Mania.
Yeah, that's it.
When did that come out?
It's coming out at the end of summer.
Yeah, because I saw some ads for it or something like that, a video of it, and it looks so good.
Yeah, I don't know about this Sonic Free Force or whatever the new one's called, but the customization, that looks cool. I don't know anything else about the game. I'm kind of like, oh, Green Hill Zone, that's seen that already.
It's basically Sonic Generations with a customizable character and a new gameplay style. That's it.
Yeah, looks pretty cool. I mean, like, the most important thing of every video game ever is being able to customize your own character, so, you know.
I don't agree with Pam with a lot of things, but that is literally my favorite thing. I will spend hours in the character design stage.
Yeah.
I like Saints Row the Third's customization. I haven't played the other Saints Row games, but I like that.
I want a level designer so bad. I want to make my own Sonic levels.
Yeah, make one of those like Mario Maker, but Sonic Maker.
They had a Sonic Maker Flash game on the Play Sega website, but then it got taken down because nobody used Play Sega.
What the fuck is that? Play Sega?
Play Sega was a paid subscription service to play like Sega games and exclusive Sega web games, but nobody used it, and I don't think anybody ripped it off the site. So
someone out there has, possibly. Who knows? Anything else to say about Sonic the Chronic?
Please don't suck.
Yeah, please,
that's
man.
what everybody wishes for these games.
Most likely, I think everyone's expecting Sonic Mania to be like amazing and make up for anything that Sonic Force is lacking. But like, it's one of those things where like, oh, the customization, that's literally the only thing to talk about. Forces. No one had anything to say about before, and now it's like the big selling point. And it's one of those things where it's like, it seems so obvious. How has Sega not done this before?
Yeah. That's what I was wondering, because I remember I watched this one guy called Blockbuster Critic. Essentially, he was just like this guy who kind of looks like Dave Chappelle a little bit, and he would always make fun of Sonic fans. No, a different guy, a black guy. He looks a little bit like Dave Chappelle, and he always ranted about working at Blockbuster, and he would make fun of like these Sonic fans. I think they were called Sonic Fa videos. You know, the other F word.
Sonic Fag?
Yes, that word.
I just really, really want a Pikachu parody tail.
Oh, yeah, like a Thunderbolt tail.
Yeah, like that's all we need for it.
I know what everyone wants to do when they get this. They want to make Sonichu the Sonic Pikachu combination.
I'm 100% certain that'll be a Switch exclusive. Like,
oh my god.
The Sonic community brand manager, Aaron Weber, probably has gone to Sega of Japan and been like, listen, you fuckers, you better put in Sonichu customization options.
God damn, yes.
I mean, this game is coming out on PC too, so if Sega fails to deliver, the fans will fuck.
That's true.
It's gonna happen. Yes, we're gonna finally play the Sonichu game. Oh, but essentially, this Blockbuster guy, he always said like, Sega would make a lot of money if they were just to let you create your own OCs in the game, and now it's finally happened. After 10 years, it finally happened.
But speaking of Sonichu, Chris Chan has recently made a LGBTQ poster, but he has changed it to where it's SLGBTQ.
What's the S?
Sonic?
No. Well, that's what everyone thinks. Everyone's like, "Oh, Sonic Chu, lesbian, gay, whatever." No, it turns out it stands for straight because they need to be represented according to Christian.
Chris Chan is a wonderful human being.
Why don't they just put the whole alphabet as the whole title?
Yeah, fuck it, just do this. We don't care. All 26 letters and numerical numbers.
Yeah.
And also like period, exclamation point, at, the
Question
pound sign,
mark?
dollar sign, percentage, the triangle up, the triangle left, and then right, and then down, the and thingy, the asterisk, the
copyright symbol.
Yes, everything. All of it.
I feel like a right parentheses.
LBGT, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and all that. It just never ends. It's like pi. It's essentially like counting a pi, you know? It just goes on forever. It never ends.
But yeah, for the customization thing in the game, like, you know, people say, oh, why didn't they do this earlier? That's like the same thing that happened with Zelda. Like, they never had an open world game, and the same thing with Pokemon. They never had an open world game, and everybody's like asking for it. And then Zelda actually finally did it, and it turned out to be really great. So
Since Nintendo isn't probably going to do handheld consoles anymore, since the Switch is a handheld console too.
Yeah.
Pokemon's going to go HD.
Oh yeah.
The Pokemon models in the most recent game are easily can be up res, and they already looked pretty good on a lower screen. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And there is some data in the games that support the idea. Like for example, every Pokemon has a run and a walk cycle for the overview, which means the third game might let you have the one Pokemon follow you, which is a useless feature, but it's the best thing of Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Give Pokemon Snap 2.
Pokemon Snap my dick.
I just honestly want a Pokemon Pet Simulator, just a full on. I don't care about the fucking battles. I just want to raise a pet.
This isn't 1999 anymore. Go raise your Chow Garden or Tamagotchi.
Suck my cock, man.
Yeah, but
you didn't have the Pikachu pedometer? I had that shit.
Well, I remember. Oh yeah, you had to shake it or just walk around with it. But I remember the commercials for the Pikachu pedometer. I think it showed like these little kids sitting on a washing machine, and I was thinking like, isn't that how girls get off? They sit on a washing machine.
Well, you can also walk your Pikachu. I guess that's.
Remember when they made a stepometer, and according to scientists, it was one of the most accurate stepometers ever made?
No, but I had a Digimon one, and I would just shake it. I wouldn't walk around. I was a lazy asshole.
Oh yeah, you could battle people with those too. You could connect them. That was actually crazy.
It wasn't very, assuming you found someone else that played the Digimon thingies, those the Tamagotchi toys of Digimon. That's how Digimon started it, as Tamagotchi toys. Essentially, but you could fight them, and it was so cool. And it wasn't exactly Street Fighter 2 or anything, but it was something.
Digimon, Digital Monster. Oh, speaking of Digimon, I'm not 100% sure if this is true or not, but somebody posted an article from a Japanese magazine, and this could easily be photoshopped, so take it with a grain of salt. But Mamoru Hosoda, who's famous for directing Summer Wars, The Boy and the Beast, Wolf Children, came out and talked about one of the only episodes of Digimon he ever directed, and how it was a story between Tai and his sister, whoever she is named.
Kari,
yeah, Tai and Kari.
Okay, essentially, if anyone remembers that one episode where they're all still in the digital world, but Tai somehow gets transported back to the real world on the same day he left. He goes to visit his home, and Kari's there, and all the colors are all muted, and she's very cold and emotionless.
Wait, that's not the same director that did Summer Wars?
That was a love story. Yeah, it's Mamoru Hosoda.
Are you? Because then he was the director of season 3?
Mamoru Hosoda directed like one episode of Digimon Adventures, and that's it.
Oh no, I'm confusing season 2 when they did Dark Ocean. That person went on to showrun the 3rd season. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, but essentially
Mamoru Hosoda directed the Digimon movie and that episode, as far as I know.
But in this episode, normally Kari in the other episodes is all happy and perky, but here she's just very cold and emotionless. And turns out the director admitted in some interview found in a magazine translated from Japanese that this was supposed to be a romantic relationship, and Kari was jealous that Tai's hanging out with this one Digimon who's cock blocking her essentially. And
what the fuck? That's not true.
I want to believe.
Okay,
Digimon drama.
You're weird.
I want to believe. It's like Pizzagate. It's so ridiculous that I want it to be true.
Let's see if it's true. Let's do some double checking.
Yeah, because that doesn't sound accurate at all.
No. I saw a YouTube video. They said it was real. You gotta trust that.
That's why I said I'm not entirely sure if it's real or not.
Okay, look, if it turns out not to be true, we can all place a bet, and it can be a sexually humiliating bet, and I had to do something humiliating, okay?
Okay, first of all, we're not living in your fantasy world. And by the way, I saw Digimon Tri Reunion. My friend Jake listens to the podcast. I've called him out a couple of times. You told the fans.
Oh, yeah, fuck you, Jake.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't understand why all these people hate me.
Oh.
But he gave me the digital code to watch Digimon Tri because he bought it on Blu-ray, and it's actually pretty okay. It's not it's both worse and better than I was expecting.
Well, I haven't seen the new Digimon shows, but it's the art style kind of looks like generic anime-ish, and just
it's super generic, but I think more watching Digimon Try, because I watched felt a lot more like seeing who came back and who didn't, voice actor wise. And it's really weird because some of the voice actors are replaced by more famous voice actors because they couldn't get the originals back. So like randomly, like TK is no longer TK's voice actor. Instead, he's the Black Power Ranger from the second season of Power Rangers.
Hey John, did you ever see Digimans?
I did. When I was a kid, I watched it, and I would play the PlayStation 1 game in my parents' car, basically.
Parents' car?
Yeah, we like did some kind of ghetto rig where we took like a tiny TV thing, like, and we smushed it between the front two seats and like tied it down with one of those bungee elastic cords, and then just put a fucking like a power adapter and then the PlayStation 1 there, and I played it on road trips.
We did the same thing, yeah, except ours was a tiny TV that had a VHS player in the bottom, and so I would constantly watch Metabots all the time on that thing.
That was fucking so awesome playing that game. I beat the game in the car in one road trip. I was like, it was one of the best games I ever played, but I don't know much about the show, even though I watched like 1 or 2 seasons of it, but this incest thing looks kind of disturbing.
But like it's kind of crazy to play a PlayStation game on a car, since like you think the disc would like be hard to read with like any bumps in the road and stuff.
Wait, that makes no sense.
What?
If Kari was like jealous of Koron because Ty had a new best friend, then why the fuck did she play with them the entire time?
You know, it's like when you're with someone and you can't show that you hate them, so you're just like going along for the ride, you know?
That's not how little kids act, dude.
I don't fuck. Okay, fine. Well, let's go ask some little kids who have some incest ideas, and just ask them like, "Hey, would you hang out with someone who's moving in on your brother?"
Please do not interview people asking about incest to little kids. You will get arrested.
Oh, God, not again.
Did I come to the right place? I mean,
look, come on. Look, let's just have some beers. Let's all sit down. I don't drink, though. I get water. Hey, let's all just sit down. Let's not call anyone anything or call the police right now. So I'll just sit down and promise we don't let anything in this podcast out of here.
You are literally going to air this on TV or on the YouTube.
This just could go on a court of law someday, but let's all just settle down and hope that doesn't happen, okay? I'm sick, so, we can blame that, I did it all for the nookie. So, I guess, hey, you guys want to get into the questions? We recorded an hour and a half.
What about the other topics you have listed, such as...
a new Total Drama Island? That's coming out. They announced that some returning characters will be back. Yay, Total Drama's back, yay. CKTD fan, leave me alone. Don't message me about Total Drama Island. You got what you wanted. I'll get you for this.
Yeah, okay. I'm so this Digimon thing's fucked me up a little bit.
Yeah, we're all fucked.
I'm going through a thread. I'm going through a thread that's discussing this Digimon incest thing. Somebody said weirdos, and somebody responded with, "Incest is no more weird than homosexuality."
Oh,
look,
okay.
When you're on 4chan or whatever, you gotta understand there's trolls, so it's like these people.
This is GameFAQs. I'm looking at a thread on GameFAQs.
Okay, first of all, what about homosexual incest?
Yeah, that's an interesting topic. Like, it's double negative, so that's pretty standard, I guess.
Cancel each other out. It's standard.
2 wrongs make a right, possibly.
Wait, did Pan just explain that homosexuality is a negative?
Whoa, wait, hang on, come back. Alright, hey, yeah, I feel terrible too, but questions. If anybody has a question or comment, be sure to leave your question in the comments of this YouTube video below. And be sure to start out with the word question so it's easier to find. And our first question is from Alf Lemon. Question: what do you think about big movies not taking themselves seriously enough and having jokes and serious moments, specifically in the climax? I'm assuming he means like Marvel movies. Well, Disney Cinematic Marvel.
I like the idea of taking a movie a little less seriously.
There needs a right balance.
Yeah, in the 90s, movie like superhero movies and action movies in general didn't have a good balance of comedy and action usually. It was either super grimdark serious or really lighthearted and cheesy. Same with the early 2000s, and now we're kind of petering out a little bit.
Yeah, but Marvel still kind of has a little bit of problem sometimes with their cinematic movies where, they have a stupid quip at the wrong time. But I think Logan was the perfect balance of comedy and action and stuff, like it was still a depressing, moody movie that was very serious, but also there was plenty of funny moments and just moments where it's like, wow, life fucking sucks, man.
Do you guys get upset like that there's these comic book movies coming out and they don't stay true to the comic book or anything like that? Because sometimes I don't mind at all. Like I just like a good story and like to see a really good movie, but some people get like really angry at like these things not following the comic exactly.
I mean, as an adaptation, you can only do so much, and I don't know. Sometimes you got to make changes, and certain situations have to be changed and to fit as a movie or in live action or something. I don't know.
I think about this a lot, actually. Nolan, do you want to go first?
Go ahead.
So I think about this a lot lately, because right now we're in an era where people actually know what the source material is. Like if someone announces, "Hey, there's a Death Note movie," and then all of a sudden, you can quickly go and find out what the source material is. You go to Wikipedia, you find out, oh, it's a comic, it's a manga, blah blah blah. Look, and I'm really kind of curious about how that has effect on storytelling, because like everyone wants to be as close to the original as possible because people are now in love with the original story. But there's so many movies that benefited from people not knowing what the source material is, and in a way has made a better product. Wizard of Oz, for example. People love Wizard of Oz, but it's nothing like its source material. The Mask is a comedy with Jim Carrey that people love, but the comic's a horror comic, like those things wouldn't have been made now. I guess maybe Death Note is completely different than what it was originally supposed to be, but like that's Asian, so it's okay. We're allowed to whitewash that. But what I'm saying is like, with people being further, with the books and such, they're so much closer to it that you can't make a lot of changes without alienating the original fan base and the movie becoming less successful.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, nobody read the books for Forrest Gump or Die Hard or anything, or Jurassic Park.
I love the Die Hard book. What are you talking about? I read it every night before bed.
Statistically, someone has to have.
My idea for like a good adaptation has changed so much over the past couple years, because I was more open-minded. I'm going to bring up Ghost in the Shell again because, hey, why not? I was very open to the idea of a different interpretation of Ghost in the Shell. Because I thought it would have been great if they tackled the how race would be handled in a world where you can have any cybernetic body you want. They kind of did that, but they also did not. They didn't go far enough with it. So and they just kind of pittered around it. So it became a very unsatisfying, no commentary that just pissed off everybody, which is understandable. So I feel as though adaptation should try to do like different stories with like the same type of characters with similar themes, etc.
But there's times where it's like they try to be true to the source material, that to make little changes, and these little changes bother everyone.
Well, that's gonna happen no matter what. You can't adapt a source material 100% unless it's a really short book or something that just so happened to be the perfect amount that maybe was like written as a movie in mind. Movies obviously are a super huge collaborative effort, and on top of that collaboration, there are also producers and studios and mandates that the movie has to have this in it, the movie has to have that in it, the movie has to have this lead, or you have to pick from this selection of leads, which is what happened with Ghost in the Shell. So it's just a huge clusterfuck of decisions, and whatever winds up becoming good or not is kind of up to luck now.
Yeah.
It's up to people who, you have to trust people who know what they're doing, and that the studio doesn't interfere enough to fuck up the movie, because that's what happens with DC. DC has these movies that could be really good. Like I'm completely for a gritty, a more realistic superhero movie that's more grounded in reality. I think that'd be a cool idea, because some people say, oh, it's too depressing, or oh, it's going to be too miserable. But you just have to write it properly. And the problem is that Zack Snyder and his hack chicanery crew are so obsessed with the like violence and the grim darkness of it all. They don't really capture any of the humanity or any of the brightness that a superhero might bring. Because in Man of Steel, oh god, sorry, my nose was super plugged up. But in Man of Steel, they say Superman is basically going to be Jesus, but the movie portrays it as this huge burden, and it makes everybody suffer. They don't capture any humanity in it. That's the problem.
There's no feeling of hope from that Man of Steel movie. Oh god.
Exactly, and they tried to backtrack it in Batman v Superman, except they still try to keep this super grim, dark, edgy angle, like fucking Atlas, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, but the only time that I had that feeling was in the scene in Batman v Superman, was when he was rescuing people and like that were flooding, and that was that one scene, and that was it. Nothing else.
I'm really upset because I didn't see all of Man of Steel. Oh my god. And I saw that I loved the initial reveal trailer where Superman is walking out of the Fortress of Solitude, and he just looks up at the sky and closes his eyes, and then he charges up and then he fucking blasts off. That looks awesome. But from what I've heard, that doesn't look good in the movie.
Man of Steel feels like it was better as a trailer than an actual movie.
Yeah, that's what I hear, and that's what makes me sad, because these movies could have totally worked as in concept, you know, a gritty hero movie with hope and stuff. But I mean, I'm obviously paraphrasing.
I want to see more like violence sometimes in the movies, like some people like getting their limbs ripped off and stuff. Because have you guys ever seen the Gantz? It's on it was an original, like an anime originally, and then they redid it like as a movie on Netflix.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, there's a Gantz on Netflix. It's insane. It's so messed up, and I love it. And I wish more movies did stuff like that, where like people actually died, and you see. I mean, I know things need to stay true to the comic. Like if someone doesn't kill people or whatever, then
that's the problem, though. They have Batman and Superman kill people.
Yeah.
And it's funny, and I like that you mentioned violence, because it allows me to rant endlessly and annoyingly to everybody in the audience.
By the way, one criticism is always like, Batman's not supposed to kill people. I mean, some interpretations he does kill people, but what I think is what people should think about is like the execution of it. You know, like, does the story need for him to kill?
Exactly. Yeah.
Is it justified? Does it feel like he should have killed those people, or was it just exploitive? You know,
it was in my opinion, it seemed exploitive. They want this gritty, grounded superhero movie, and they have these super bombastic, crazy action sequences, which you know, you could get away with, but. Not until Batman v Superman, it was just like, you saved the city, and the city was completely destroyed. And then they had to like retcon it in the next movie.
Yeah.
And then they just do the same thing again, except in an abandoned part of town.
Some island or something that had just buildings that were abandoned for some reason.
And I would have really liked the idea of Superman killing Zod, because in the Death and Return of Superman pitch by Max Landis, which is on YouTube, which you should go watch because it's fucking awesome. It's basically a pitch that Max Landis had for a Death and Rebirth of Superman comic series for DC, but like scheduling issues didn't allow it to happen. But there's a scene where Superman is about to die at the hands of Doomsday, and he thinks back to this moment where Pa Kent had him kill a cow that was suffering, and Clark hated it. He thought it was awful, but he knew he had to kill somebody. He knew he had to kill Doomsday, so he did it, and that's what in the succession of events that followed is what made him decide not to be Superman anymore. In the Man of Steel, he just kills fucking Zod, even though lots of people died, and he acts like that's a big deal. It's all in the execution, and it's executed so poorly. It's just they didn't think it through at all. I don't know. I'm sorry for rambling a lot, but
So the question was like, do movies not take themselves serious enough and having jokes at serious moments? Yeah, I guess Nolan sort of answered that.
Completely varies depending on where you're looking.
Yeah, just the execution of it and pacing.
Star Wars: The Force Awakens, as much as a New Hope ripoff it was, had a really great tone, I think.
Yeah.
The DC movies are way too edgy. Marvel can kind of go teeter into lightheartedness a bit too much.
They're gonna get it right with Wonder Woman, you know. It's not.
No, they're not.
Come on, please, just let me have this.
I'd rather be wrong than right, but I have a feeling I'm going to be right.
Did it come out yet?
No, in a month, like June 1st or whatever.
I don't have high hopes.
Captain Underpants beat Wonder Woman at the box office.
Oh, that'd be so sad. DC's dead.
I would love that.
Like DC just needs to like, you know what? We fucked up. Let's start over.
Apparently, the Wonder Woman is doing super well. There's a comic. Someone like took a panel from the comic. Wonder Woman is carrying both Superman and Batman, who've just been defeated. It's essentially the metaphor for the DCU at the moment.
Hopefully that movie actually does well.
I totally want it to do well, though. That's the thing. I don't want Wonder Woman to fail, but given track records of not only DC's movies, but Hollywood's general interpretation of writing superheroines, whatever. I'm sick. Fuck you. They just don't know how to write women. And I hate talking feminist points because it makes me sound like a huge faggot, but it's true.
Whoa, there, you can't say the other F word.
It counteracts the feminist talk.
Shit, okay, yeah. So, yeah, I guess so, yeah. But, you know, look, if this all goes wrong, then we still have Justice League. That's gonna save us.
Oh, that's gonna be sick.
Yeah. Although, you know what sucks about Justice League is that Cyborg's in the team, so now we can never have a Teen Titans live-action movie for now.
I think you still could.
Nah.
We already have a perfect Justice League adaptation, and it's called the Timverse.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, like, if they do a Teen Titans live-action movie, would it follow the comics or would it follow the cartoon that everyone's familiar with? Because, like, the team in the comics is very different from the team in the show.
If they were to do a movie, I would actually, instead of live action, I would hope it would be like an actual cartoon, like hand drawn instead.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
That would not happen at all.
But I'm just saying it would be so much better.
I wonder if that CG animated Spider-Man movie is still coming out.
I think it is. The only hand drawn theatrical film that's going to be released in the past couple years is the My Little Pony movie. So. I mean, I don't know I don't know what overseas people have been up to, so I could be wrong. But as far as I'm aware,
well, there was that one movie, that one body switch movie, Who Am I or What Am I? The anime movie that made a ton of money.
Oh, Your Name.
Your Name, yeah, that's what it was.
I guess I was just mainly speaking about America.
Oh, okay, yeah. Want to get into the next question?
Yeah.
All right. Retro Ferret says, question: thoughts on anime Wendys girl?
I love it.
I love it too. Everybody needs to get the stick out of their ass and shut the fuck up.
So everyone on meme land is on the, which I call the internet, is just making like art of like, what if the, since the Twitter for the official Wendy's place, the fast food restaurant, is all smug and an ass. Wendy's restaurant, the fast food place, you know, they're very smug on their Twitter, and now someone drew them as the Wendy's mascot as an smug anime girl, and now everyone's doing that and drawing porn of her, you know?
Why do you just jump right into porn?
That's how it always happens, you know? Someone's popular, you draw porn of it.
No, I saw the Wendy's girl. Like, I was in another Discord, and someone had the Wendy's girl as their icon, and then they just started posting Wendy's girl porn, and then I jokingly said, like, hey, what about the Burger King guy? And then they actually posted a Burger King guy, like, anime thing.
Butt fucking her?
Like, as a girl, actually.
That's so, I always hate when they do that. It's like, hey, I don't know, just like making an anime version of anything is always something just like, this is stupid.
Particularly an anime girl version of anything.
Yeah,
seems to be...
you know, like you get the Burger King, this old man, this old king, and you just turn her into like an underage schoolgirl, and it's just like, this is weird and wrong.
Well, it's like the easiest way to get on BuzzFeed is just take something and imagine it as an anime girl, or like, you know, the CN, Nickelodeon, Disney channels as anime girls for some reason.
Oh, yeah. Remember when Internet Explorer had that one mascot that was an anime Internet Explorer girl or whatever?
No.
That fucking happened. Yeah, Internet Explorer had a fucking anime mascot.
But like, I legitimately really, really enjoy anime Smug, Wendy. I think it's something about like it's so perfect. Like to see such a cat. Like I want to see Taco Bell do something now because Taco Bell was like the first of the Twitter brands to like be really funny. You know, like people are like, "Oh man, did you see how Twitter or Taco Bell's Twitter just responded to people? That's hilarious."
Yeah, but what sucks is about these people with anime schoolgirl icons, like these smug anime girls, are just like, you know, it's just some dude bro at the other side, and it's like, I can't jerk off to this when they're just laughing at my dick or anything. You know, it's like, I can't.
Okay, stop it, Pan. No.
That's one thing I absolutely fucking hate. People going, you know, it's just a corporate business trying to get your money, right? Why are you guys supporting this in capitalism? And it's just these are people who are just looking for, these are interns doing a fucking job and trying to have fun with it and connect with people. Why do you always have to turn everything into such a Debbie Downer fucking situation, you assholes? Let people have fun, for God's sake.
This isn't Soviet Russia.
You need to get the Chihuahua dog back. Make him into an anime girl.
No, he dead.
Oh no. Well, they can get another one.
No, he
Chihuahua's
dead.
Bring the Noid back as an anime girl.
Oh, they did bring the Noid back. Oh fuck, God, as an anime girl. No, the Noid anime girl would look like that one chibi anime girl who's like I can't even describe her. She has like this orange hoodie and she looks like a chibi thing and she's trash. I don't even fucking know. You know what I'm talking about? That anime girl.
But I have to admit, the Noid is the greatest mascot known to man.
He killed a man.
No, he just held 5 people hostage.
He drove a man to suicide.
Suicide is the choice of the person who committed it, and nobody else is at fault but them.
Oh, you're sick. But
Also,
yeah, I want everyone to like look up my top 10 worst mascots because I explained the Noid and how it killed a man once.
I want to look that up.
Yeah, the Noid's a fucking asshole. I hate him, and he'd probably be a smug anime girl. Like, go ahead, pull the trigger, Figo. Bitch.
I don't understand the world you live in.
God damn, I wish we lived in the Roger Rabbit world where cartoons were real and I could fuck them. Especially the anime girls. Hot damn. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Man, a new Who Framed Roger Rabbit with how animations expanded besides just being, Warner Brothers and Disney would be just fascinating. Like seeing Western cartoons interact with like anime characters.
You mean Kappa Mikey?
No, not Kappa Mikey.
Aw.
I'm kind of sick of Kappa Mikey. It seems to be popping up everywhere.
It's just this weird anomaly. Like, this aired on TV? What the fuck? This is some weeaboo shit.
It was awful then. It's awful now.
Oh, it's not that bad. But it's
Why couldn't we have Constant Pain?
Oh, yeah. Well, the writer.
I know why we can't have Constant Pain. I'm saying, why couldn't we have Constant Pain?
Aren't we always in constant pain?
Shut the fuck up.
We're talking about the pilot Constant Pain.
Ruined it. Fuck off. Go die.
We're talking about the cartoon pilot Constant Pain. But yeah, anime Wendy's girl, would you fuck her? Yes or no? Sure. I guess. It depends. Like,
I'm gay, so I'm not going to get anything out of it.
How old's the mascot?
I'm not even gonna comment on this one. I'm not gonna get.
Is the mascot legal? Is she at least 20? I feel weird if it's anything less.
How old is Wendy's mascot?
I totally did not consider the cartoon character's age in this situation.
Oh, you mean I don't even know, man. This is.
I didn't think about it.
Well, actually, no. She's probably really old. It was founded in 1969. She's 47 years old.
Yeah,
she looks great for 47.
Yes.
Damn.
They say, the character is based on a picture of an 8-year-old, so you guys are pedophiles.
I didn't say.
Whoa, hey now, let's back up here. Hang on, let's. There's my ride's here. I gotta go.
Is your ride a caterpillar? What the hell is that?
That was just stepping away. Like,
what the hell was that? You're like, it sounded like a rat. Like.
Look, I'm barefoot right now. The floor is not very. Yeah.
There's Legos and thumbtacks on my floor. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, man. This is all I have for practical comedy. Like, I'm sure if we knew it was an 8-year-old girl in the drawing of the illustration of the Wendy's logo, this corporate logo.
To be fair,
that's his daughter.
Oh boy.
Let's clarify here. Smug Wendy's girl has been portrayed as much older in every fan art so I'm going to assume her age is more.
Yeah, Smug Anime Wendy is basically an entirely new character now, so...
She's basically the same level as, let's make freaking lose it, Ronald McDonald.
Yay! Let's make freaking lose it! Get out
who the fuck actually knew beforehand that that Wendy's mascot was actually based on like some 8-year-old girl?
I do, since there was a commercial about it a few months ago.
I had no fucking idea. I didn't fucking care. And I'm sure everybody who drew fan art didn't know either and doesn't care either.
No, I'm pretty sure they knew, and they're just, or maybe they didn't. I don't know. Do they watch TV? I'm sure people still watch TV these days and see Wendy's.
Who's gonna remember a fucking commercial? You skip through that shit.
YouTube TV.
Are you ever on school and you're just like, crap, I don't know what long division, but I do know that one scene in that one movie. Why did I think of that? You know, it's like you remember things that you probably shouldn't, and that I'm sure someone will remember that.
They have YouTube TV now. That's like
YouTube's fucked.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it freezes a lot, but.
No, I mean like YouTube in general is just fucked.
If everything's fucked, nothing is.
That's why people are going to Twitch.
So I guess it's okay to fuck the Starbucks mascot. At least she's a mermaid. She's got ears on her.
Well, her logo has her spreading her pussy. So.
Yeah. You know, I'm really.
And she's a mermaid, so it's a different species. That's interspecies erotica.
Oh, I thought you meant the Wendy's logo.
No. We're talking about the Starbucks chick.
Well, we can't see below the shoulders of the Wendy's logo, so we don't know what she's doing.
She's playing checkers.
I really want to see a smug Wendy's picture with her having like tentacles.
What the fuck? I don't want that shit.
No, not being by tentacles, but she has like a tentacle body.
The tentacles are fries.
Yeah. Oh shit! I just realized saying tentacles with the anime character just means completely different things. I meant like Maggie from the Treehouse of Horror.
You guys know who I find hot? You know what mascot I find hot?
Huh.
Arby's hat.
Arby's hat?
You like the curves?
Yeah, the curves, baby.
I'm so hungry, I could eat at Arby's. Ew. That's my favorite Simpsons line.
Oh, he's an oven mitt.
Are you sure that you're not thinking Helping Hands, Burger Hands?
No, look at Arby's mascot. It's a friggin' oven mitt.
You know who I'd fuck is Timur the Cheese Wheel. He was in Family Guy once. Classic.
At the end of the podcast.
Oh man, that Arby's. Okay, see that Arby's mascot? Yeah, he does look like he could help you jerk off.
Oh god. Yeah,
I want to stick my dick in his oven mitt.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the friction, he'll keep it, your hand from getting too hot, because the friction will come out. You want to be safe.
It reminds me of Clone High when it's like, did you bring protection? Yeah, I did. And Abe pulls up 2 mittens.
Oh. Ooh, what is this, the end of the podcast? I mean, I think we've incriminated ourselves enough.
Yeah.
I think I'm about to pass out from a fever heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad because you guys are feeling. I just got over mine. My throat hurts a little bit, but you guys are dying right now.
I'm sorry you had to come on the podcast when we both turned out to be fucking sick.
No, it's fine. I just felt bad because like the Samurai Jack stuff I didn't know much about, so I was like, oh fuck, I don't know what to say. So that's why the only reason I was quiet. Sorry.
That's okay, but John, before we go, do you want to plug your Kickstarter one more time?
Yeah, so I just been making Lay Neckbeard. The Kickstarter is up right now. It ends, I think, June 14th. And it's basically just you want to save your waifu from the other people, like your other friends. And you got to use your skills, intellect, ego, appearance, and sustenance to save them. And I appreciated everybody's support so far because it's already at like 31%. And I really hope it gets funded so I can send these games out. So yeah, and I appreciate you guys for having me on. So this has been awesome.
And didn't you also say that I was somehow in this game?
Yes, you will be in this game. I will make a meme card for you.
Oh boy.
It'll be about your cringiness, and I will put it in there, and somehow I'll incorporate it. And
is there any goth waifu cards in the?
I actually have a list that I can list off right now. Hold on, let me find it.
Well, just spitballing here, but I think it'd be hilarious if you say he's a meme card, so it's a card you can throw down.
Yeah.
What if you have a goth waifu and someone throws down a pan pizza card and that person automatically loses their waifu?
Oh yeah, that can actually happen because I'm also thinking about making a mom card on top of this. So this could go with the mom card because if you get caught by your mom, you're pretty screwed.
What?
It's gonna be like you don't want to be caught by your mom. You're gonna lose your turn. But yeah, I'll definitely make the pan pizza card, and I definitely have a bunch of waifus. There's gonna be apparently there's gonna be about like 50 waifus now.
Oh no.
Like at the most.
Are they like
because-
individual characters?
Yeah, everyone's a different drawing, so I have to like, because I didn't realize at the like on the Kickstarter, like I put like 10 new waifus, and for the last tier I have like 4 times that, so now I have to get 40 waifus out.
God damn.
But yeah, some of them are like mouse pad. You know, have you seen those mouse pads that have like the boobs on them? That's a waifu. There's basically like I have an action figure one. I have a cat girl. There's going to be a tentacle one, a maid one, possibly a granny one. I really don't want to do it, but I'm going to have to.
Oh no.
A snake waifu, maybe like ripped clothes, an elf, yandere, tsundere, muscular. Like there's going to just be a bunch of like
tsunderes are my favorite. Yeah.
It's unfortunate. I had to research all this stuff, and
oh my god.
I ran into a lot of interesting drawings and things, and I just want to try to embrace it and show everybody what it's all about. So, I mean, Light Neckbeard is going to be the game that you want to get if you want to learn about neckbeards and waifus.
Yeah, so go ahead and support him on the Kickstarter down below. And I'm Pan Pizza. Who are you people?
I have a fever and I must scream.
I'm Izzy, and I can't think of anything that rhymes with scream.
I'm Izzy, and I'm gonna get Stizzy.
Oh god, I thought you were gonna go, I'm Izzy, and I'm gonna get cream.
Oh no, I didn't want to go for the obvious. And John.
I'm Jonathan, and I don't want to get creamed right now, but I was sick and I'm good, so.
Jon Rawls XD. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.
Pan got us sick too. Nice going, you fago. Now our throats hurt too much to sing.